Welcome back, everybody. I'm your again, Dave Lenore. Today we're in the garden suite doing something I've been up for far too long. When we first moved in here, we had problems with tenants, squirrels. The place stunk. That means we gotta rip out the insulation. They got down into the walls, here into the soffits from the walls. Thankfully, given this construction, I can actually put the insulation in without taking down all of the drywall. We're just gonna be opening up little half walls at the side, turn that into storage. It's gonna go in my wife's sewing suite. And the more storage, the better. We're gonna start with pulling out the insulation. Then we're gonna put some new stuff in. I got the rock wool, so I can actually shove it in. It's a little sturdier than the fiberglass. You could not just shove it in fiberglass and bunch up. You'll have to take a little bit more abuse.
And with that, Chris did the first step, which was actually making an access hole. He climbed on up in there, and he also took a moment to use metal mesh that we got off of Amazon to close the holes that the squirrels were using to get into the attic space. Now, this was the most important step because there's no point replacing all of the insulation if the squirrels can just get back in again. After the metal mesh was up, we actually put up a live trap for a few days to ensure that there were no squirrels stuck in the roof. We did this for 3 or 4 days. The trap remained empty. We checked it multiple times a day. And with that, we knew we were good to keep going. The squirrels were officially evicted. While the live trap was going, it was time to make some small holes in the wall first before we just cut them open and see what we were dealing with on the inside. Now, you'll see in a moment, but suffice it to say, we realized very quickly that yes, we were going to have to open up these walls. The insulation was in very bad shape.
I want to actually convert these spots into storage. So I'm just gonna cut open real quick. And by real quick, I mean I'm using a circular saw real quick, like real quick. First step is I'm gonna open up this section so I can do the removal. I'm gonna do the quick way. I'm using a really crappy old blade and circular saw. Now I know there's wire going across here, so I'm running an extension cord from downstairs. Quite safe, thankfully. I could do this with like a knife or like a proper drywall saw. But I want to do this in a hurry, so. I deliberately set it so it won't go too far in. What's going on down here is knocked out insulation, a bunch of mouse poop, or a bunch of squirrel poop, and just generally a bad time. I had my reservations about this project after opening that one up and finding it pristine. This one is nasty. This one needs work. The insulation's knocked down. It's chewed up. The baffling is gone. The vapor bear is lying on the ground. They went to town with me. Get this wire out. Get this stud out in the way, and get cracking on.
Once all the holes were made, it was time to just start taking out all of the insulation, bit by bit. the installation actually was in small pieces, so Chris had to bust out the shop vac and really go through it all. And then it was time to get rid of everything. We had to bag it and take it to the transfer station.
So I got a bunch of bagged up garbage on this second floor that I have to carry down, around, and up through the door, throw it in the trailer. Or